Hey guys, I just wanted to share with you what I took out of chapters 9 and 10 from our reading last week. So I found chapter 9 mainly focused on delivery of a speech and the different methods that you can use. One thing that I didn't know before reading this chapter is that for good practice you can read children's books to your peers, and I thought that this was a really good idea to read something light that you already know the content of to help you with your gestures and the way that you pronounce certain words. How you present can make or break your speech, and that's why knowing how to present and those certain gestures that you make are important to public speaking, because you don't want to make inappropriate gestures or appear stiff, because the audience will focus on that instead of the content of your speech. Even in everyday conversations, these tips found in chapter 9 can be used for how you enunciate and the hand gestures that you make, not just in public speaking. For chapter 10, I found that it focused on visual aids and how to use them properly during a presentation and the different types that you can use. What I didn't know is that handouts really aren't a good visual aid. I never really saw a problem with them. Of course, I knew that they could be distracting, but I didn't really realize how unprofessional they were. And I wasn't aware that when you have a visual aid in your speech, you're not supposed to have it shown or to have it being presented while you're not going over it. So like if you have a poster or a PowerPoint, it's not supposed to be left up the entire time. It's just supposed to be shown while you're presenting your visual aid. So that was something new for me to learn. This chapter gives a lot of great tips on what to do when you're presenting visual aids and how to correctly choose the specific visual aids. It talks a lot about PowerPoints, because that's a really commonly used one, and what to not have in your PowerPoint, and what are some good things to have, like the font sizes, and make sure it's not too clustered and things of that manner. This can be used of any aspect of life, like maybe you have to give a business presentation, and it can just really be used anywhere where you would have to do any public speaking and have some kind of visual aid along with your presentation. So that's what I found for our chapters 9 and 10. We had some extra reading to do last week, but it was mainly on visual aids and the different types that you can use, and like Prezis and PowerPoints, just make sure they're not too cluttered and stuff like that. So that's what I got out of these two chapters.